pictures. But the photos found on their phone unveiled an alleged gross, disgusting, and terrifying secret. This Florida couple, one a firefighter, one a real estate agent, now accused of the unthinkable. Both are facing several charges accused of possessing child pornography and several counts of allegedly performing sex acts with a dog. We're on the case, presented by Law and Crime.
Genetics.
I'm Chris Stewart.
I ain't arguing with nobody. Genetics.
No words for this one. I'm going to be honest with you up front before we go through this episode. This is a story that is not easy to talk about, and it is disgusting what this couple is accused of doing. It's also just scary when you think about this couple and what they presented to the public, but who they may really be. As much as we can say this is disgusting, and certainly what they're accused of is disgusting, it is scary and terrifying, truly an alleged wolves in sheep's clothing, and this is why. Let's get into it. The couple's names, Jordan and Harley Hoffman. Now, the couple allegedly, they put up this front where you would not expect them to be accused of this. I mean, it's hard to believe anybody would be accused of this, but this couple, they have children, 2 children, from what we can see in pictures. And they also had good jobs. Harley worked as a real estate agent, and it seems from social media, she also lost a lot of weight recently, that she was feeling very confident about herself. Jordan, her husband, he was a firefighter in Columbia County, Florida, where they lived, and now where they are both facing charges, including alleged sex acts with a dog. Now, here's what we know. This story first broke in Lake
Genetics.
City, Florida in August when Jordan, the husband, was arrested by Lake City, Florida police. Detectives said there was a tip that came in from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Now, on the surface, he appeared to be a model dad, a firefighter in the community, a first responder. He would post pictures as normal dads would, either working on his truck or being there with his wife for an ultrasound when they were expecting a child. The tip, though, that came in through the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children shattered that image. It unveiled an alleged horrifying reality of who this man may actually be if found guilty. It was about alleged child sexual exploitation material being shared on Snapchat. Now, detectives received this tip and then they went through and tried to trace it back to a number. They said the material was that of a, quote, prepubescent child engaged in sexually explicit conduct.
Motherfuckers is weird, boy. You don't know what motherfuckers do behind closed doors, boy. I'm telling you, boy.
Now, further investigation found that the account was that of Jordan Hoffman, a 33-year-old firefighter in Lake City, Florida. Police say they found that Hoffman was the subject of a second tip that came in related to allegedly sending another image of an unclothed child. Hoffman was arrested and sent to the local jail. After his arrest, detectives...
See, now that's not genetic. You hear me? That child porn shit, I don't know. You just a motherfucking weirdo. But that dog shit, genetics, nigga.
Got his...
Genetics, nigga. Their genes is just expressing itself. Because they close to that animal.
Phone, they analyzed it, and this story became even more disturbing in ways that we could not have expected. Not only did that phone allegedly show more child sexual exploitation material, they uncovered evidence allegedly involving Hoffman's wife, Harley, a local real estate agent. And then detectives said not only were both the Hoffmans now accused of alleged sexual material involving children, but animals as well. Specifically, according to court documents, alleged sex acts with a dog. Now, Jordan Hoffman faces numerous counts related to the alleged...
Nigga. What else explain this shit? I'm waiting. What else explain it? Genetics, that's it. That's all I could explain this shit is genetics. That's it, bro. That's it, dog.
Hoffman allegedly is visible in the images with the animal as well. Jordan Hoffman is facing 57 counts related to what officers say they found on his phone. You can see in this count, it says on or about August 24th, 2025 in Columbia County, Florida, did then and there knowingly film, distributed, and possessed any pornographic image or video of a person and an animal engaged in sexual contact with an animal. Jordan Hoffman's charges include 35 counts of sexual activity involving animals, 13 counts of possession of child pornography, 5 counts of promoting sexual performance by a child, and other charges including unlawful use of a two-way device and a count of destroying evidence. His wife, Harley, is facing 14 counts, and that includes 8 for sexual activity involving animals.
Watch these motherfuckers get little to no time. This system sick as fuck, cause y'all support this shit, this westernization, this Western philosophies, a Western way of living, right? Fuck y'all, nigga, cause y'all system support this shit. Motherfuckers would get off a case, beat the case, all this, go to trial, all this type shit, beat the case. Cause you motherfuckers support it. You motherfuckers is nasty as fuck. And this cousin of Greek. In ancient Greece, they had child porn, the alpha and beta, right? The alpha was the older male, the beta was the younger male, right? Alphabet system, right? All this shit is connected back to you motherfuckers, because that's the motherfuckers that run this shit today. You hear me? So this shit is just, it's just intertwined in a ancestral ways of living, man. That's just what it is, man.
2005 for possession of child pornography. Now, there are still a lot of details that have yet to come out, including what relation this couple had to their alleged victims. Now, we do know that they were parents. Harley posted TikToks with their kids. They were seen out on Christmas, like so many families do, taking pictures in front of a tree. Harley's employer, though, posted this statement on their social media. It's a local real estate company, and it was in response to her arrest. It reads, quote, "We are aware of the recent allegations made against one of our now former realtors. Southern Integrity Realty does not condone or support the behaviors associated with these allegations. We are committed to upholding the highest standards of professionalism and integrity within our organization and promoting safety within this community we love." Court records show that Harley Hoffman waived her arraignment. She entered a not guilty plea to all the charges that she is facing, and it reads that she's demanding a jury trial in this case. Jordan has yet to enter a plea according to court records. He is next expected in court on October 1st for a hearing where he is demanding his bond be lowered. Do you ever notice how some habits just sneak into your day without you even realizing it? For a lot of people, that means reaching for something on autopilot because you're stressed to run down, even though you know it's not good for you, which is why I want to tell you about our sponsor, Fume. Fume is an award, but I love the flavor a lot of people love. So if you're ready, Fume Topper, which is an online court records, that there are active custody cases in family court in Columbia County where it appears extended family members of the Hoffmans are filing to take custody of their children as they're now facing these extreme charges and accused of unthinkable actions. Now, this story is shocking, and there's no way to understate that. Even if they were career criminals, what they're accused of would be unthinkable. But on top of the good jobs and appearing to be a happy family, the Hoffmans have no serious criminal record other than previous traffic issues. Join us.
Looks could be deceiving.
To talk more about this is criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Kathleen Bogenschutz joining us from Florida. Thank you for taking the time to be with us at Law and Crime. I know this is not a fun story to talk about, to say the least. 70 charges in total between this couple. It's 57 for Jordan Hoffman and his wife, Harley, roughly 13 charges for her. What does that tell you about the evidence that prosecutors have against the couple in this case?
So most of us don't think like offenders in our daily lives, and for good reason, and I'm glad we don't. But this is something that when I was prosecuting sex crimes, I used to talk about every single day. What do you need in order to, if you were inclined to do so, to victimize a child like this, to victimize animals like this? You need access. So
we have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is based.
That's part of the negotiation there. There's also whether there were statements made by the child. A lot of times there are forensic interviews that are videotaped, so you already have a pretty good idea of what the kid's going to say, and you can go through that with your client and try to sit down and try to have a difficult conversation about the strength of the evidence here, which I think a lot of defense attorneys neglect to mention when they're talking about how you do cases. A lot of this job is making very difficult decisions and having very tough conversations with your clients.
Yeah, and that's going to be certainly a part of this going forward. Such a disturbing case out of Florida. But Kathleen Bogenschutz, it's always good to have you on Law and Crime.
Thanks for having me.
That was
Stay talk about fucking forcing her to ask a dog.